I drop you. It was nothing personal. We're just setting you up here for a second. Whoa, almost got you. We'll set you up a little higher maybe. Whoa, okay, you don't want to sit there either, huh? You guys are kind of picky. Kind of like a little kid. You only got your certain spots you want to sit. Let's see how you are. Luckily, it's not too windy, so the wind shouldn't knock us down. Anyways, got to grab some garage door track. I hope everybody's doing good. Had a long weekend. I'm beat. Long weekend. Everything's good. A little under the weather. Got a little sickness going on. Kind of a bummer. It is what it is. Oh, hey, and by the way, if you're coming through or anything like that, if you got any good recommendations how to tell the radius of track, I'm not no expert. I've only been doing it just for a couple of years, but let me know. I'm gonna do the best I can. It's under. Really need to go through this. Really do. We got a poor tree branch that's fallen on it. This has been a catch-all. This used to be the lean-to back in the day when I first started. I had a trailer, and when you spend, $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a trailer, you want to preserve the tires in that as much as you can. So I built this little lean-to to back to in my old location. So I can't believe it's still holding up. She's got too much weight on it. That one doesn't have reinforcement. I think we got one. We better stick with a little bit longer. This is definitely 12. That's gotta be 12 inch. It's almost looks like 10. Let's take a look here. Is it always a hair under? It's never perfect, is it? It's always just a hair under. What's up, Mr. Kevin? Hope you're doing good. All looks like 15. That one's 12 from what I can tell from the old level and reading her a little bit. Imagine if you take a Ryobi and smash it. Is that like your garage door opener? Ryobi, smash it? I don't know. It's Performance Max, Pro Max, Performance Max. I don't know. Hey, we got 2 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I don't know. With the limits on the side, they're looking better and better. I don't know. Grab some cuts. Grab some cutters. Cutters. I think we were talking about this the last live a while back about these tires. I think we got a couple tires that got to get replaced because I think we're over 2018 on those tires, right? Over there. No good to operate there. Now, hopefully I put in my cutters. Luckily I got my tool bag. Hate doing it, splitting her open, but it is what it is. It's like a big old pile of scrap metal out here anyways. Really just gone through. I'd like to get some trees. We just got some nasty trees that need to go. Let's see what I can do to flip you around here if this thing won't shut on us. Ooh, we got all this track down here. This one's sitting outside. She's a little rusty. All right. It's early in the morning. Look at that tree. Somebody got to clean this mess up. All right. Ooh, she's getting bad back there, though. Look at, she's got a big old divot. Yeah. This was actually when I built this out of a lot of scrap. So, it's got garage door panels. It's got wood wood garage door panels that delambed over the years. The trailer ended up getting to be a little longer. I think I bought a different one, so I put a little rubber flap on it. Just like I said, I can't believe it's still holding up. She's getting rough though. It's getting to be about time. Time for something else. So what side was it? It was the left side, I believe. Set you guys back up. I'm gonna grab this track. I'll try anyways. Oh, I see Ever After's here. So early. How you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. How's the Monday? We got the Monday blues going. I got the Monday sickness going. That's what I got. Can't say, you guys. You guys just don't like to sit anywhere. Maybe. We'll see if the wind knocks you. If it does, I'll come get you. I'll come save you. This will work. Yeah. We got no freeze today. We ain't got no freeze, but we'll go check out the scrap while we're here. It's just really nice out. It's like that perfect weather. I just don't get up in Michigan that often. Oh, I should ask too. I doubt anybody. If anybody's got like a good little weight system, you know, I'm running into all the time. I need stuff like for tarps, right? Keeping tarps on. I think like a heavy net would work really good. Like an army net or like a fishing net. Real thick, heavy net. And then I don't really like handbags. They're just, I don't know, they seem like they're always prone to puncturing. You know, I got some here. But I'm always looking for something that's kind of small. Like, you ever know like when you're hauling stuff in a truck, you need something to like hold something down or put something, you know, maybe a whatever you call it so it doesn't slide. Things like that. Let's check out the scrap, shall we? Oh, I got emptied. You guys got robbed. We got robbed. It's nothing. It's empty. One of the best things I ever did, though. Get a scrap hopper. So much better. That thing right there does this. It sits out in the sun every day, in the snow, in the rain, in the salt particles in the air when they're spreading it around, you know, on the road. And I don't pay for that. We don't pay for that. It just sits. It can sit here for 6 months, and we just don't pay for it. We'll get a little bit of money back. And it saves you from having a trailer tied up. It saves you from hauling it. It saves you from having workers getting hurt. Flat tires. Now, everybody's got obviously different, you know, people taking them back and stuff. Trust me, when the old cost center was going around, I sure as heck was pulling stuff out of there, which was kind of another. It was kind of like a reserve, right? It was kind of like a money sitting in the bank. Because, $200 was $200 because payroll kept coming. And people couldn't get on the old unemployment fast enough on certain levels, you know. Was this Rusty? What do you got, Rusty? How you doing, Rusty? Hope you're doing good. We have too much track in our shop? Yeah, it adds up. You know, it seems like the weather's pretty good outside. You know, it's galvanized. So it's kind of like having galvanized fence posts and everything else. But, yeah, I don't really know what to do. Now, these racks are freaking phenomenal. And I got this for a screaming deal. I seen them. I was going down that way. They were down by, I don't know, maybe an hour or two south. And in the old Michigan. But these racks were great. I'd love to find more of these. I'll show you. But I'd like to find some because they keep them elevated. Keeps everything out of the snow. But I got these for like a song and a dance. I mean, it was like a couple $100. And I was like, heck yeah, man. I grabbed a trailer, everything. You know, went down, got these racks. These things work awesome. Awesome. So I need to find something or create something. Now I think of it, I wonder if there's any trees back there I could just go across with some lumber, but I don't really see nothing. These couple of trees probably should go out eventually. A lot of these trees are gonna get nipped. We have problems. I don't want any hitting the building either. And probably if we ever do a future, possibly an addition, it might be on the back side of this. So we could definitely use it. But I know how this works. Obviously, you get a bigger space, you're just gonna fill it up with more crap. It's like my uncle's always taught me. The more room you have, the more you fill it up with stuff. What's up, Justin? Hope you're doing good. Howdy, howdy. Out to do another job. I got a call. I think they might need a new opener. Ooh, so you're gonna bring one? That's always the key, right? Did you get a good enough detail? Pictures, right? Is it 7 foot tall? Is it 8 foot? So you already might as well bring an opener. You know what I mean? If you're going out there, it's too late in the day for me. I'd be setting it up for tomorrow if possible, you know, but I'd be ready just to go out there and do the opener. That's one less trip. Yeah, what a nice day. Yeah, it looks like the lawn care guy is going to have to come over here. It's starting to get a little bit jungly again. This place was a jungle, like this, but 10 times worse. Otherwise, hope you guys had a good Monday. Hope you made a little bit of baby money. Things are kind of a little bit, nothing's really going gangbuster at the moment. Got, of course, a commercial job that's held up. You know, that whole hurry up and wait thing. It's how it goes in this business. Too much up and down, man. I tell you, it's a roller coaster. That's one thing about the business. Is some weeks you need 2 guys, some weeks you need 20 guys. Never fails. So I like it. I like it a little more smooth and steady, if you know what I mean. Must be charging. Oh, already booked for tomorrow? Yeah, well, I mean, that's like, you know, that's one of those things. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. That'd probably be where I'd be sending. You need to get yourself. You gotta get a little helper, man. Say, here, I gotta. You hungry? Or are you gonna go do this? Have them stop, drop the material off. Just get a little laborer, you know, hit and miss or whatever. Gosh, we're in the jungle. Because that's, what is it? I don't even know what time it is. What time is it over there, Rusty? It's got to be later, I assume. It's like dinner time. It's almost nap time. Well, I don't know about nap time. Just got sandbags out of there. But it is a nice day, so you might as well eat it up. And you got plenty of daylight, so that's true. I know how that goes. I shouldn't be saying anything. Heck, I used to burn the midnight oil. The candle, the midnight candle. Midnight oil, what's it called again? I can't remember. Brain's a fog right now. All this stuff is... That's how I keep my reputation. Speedy? Yeah. That's true. We got to, you know, if you can capture them, you know, that is true. You can capture them, see how it goes. But just remember, right? Anybody can make a better hamburger than McDonald's, but can you build a better system? So just remember, you might one day, it might get old to you, you know. You might actually want to hang out with the kiddos or wife-a-tron or house projects or all kinds of life stuff, right? That's like me, man. It's like I'm getting old, man. Once you hit 40, I'm telling you, that's a different song and dance. What am I, 42, I think? I think I'm 42. You look at stuff a lot differently. I just watched a little post or something. They were saying how time is your big thing, you know, how you value time. What's the saying sometimes, right? I'd rather make 10% of somebody else's work than 100% of my own. Just stuff to always remember a little bit out there, you know. And it's not always, because sometimes I know how it is. Let's keep it small, keep it all, man, because there's a lot of headaches. See, I used to write all my numbers down back in 13. I used to have a fuel tank that sat in here. I built this. I used to have a transfer tank, and I'd just go to Speedway, save money. I'd get $100 about a month rewards. That was pretty good, and I got gas cheaper. So But it's just those things as you grow, right? You don't do that stuff anymore. It's kind of like the whole delivery. Oh, if Rich comes in, I don't know if Rich will be here. What's up, Mr. Tony? Minute. Dave, you know my wife's in another country. I'm talking to everybody. Not just you specifically. Still wet behind the ears. Oh, shoot. Tony, what's the economy like down there? What's going on, man? Is it like just gangbuster? You know how it is. It's like we're all just in different realms of the world, you know. Some of us are busy, some of us are slow, and then when others are slow, we're busy. It's the roller coaster. That's how it always goes. But, oh, I forgot. I was talking about Rich, Mr. Rich B. I believe, I have to check with the wife of Tron. I do believe we placed an order with DoorLink. So I'm excited. Super easy, man. These people are super easy, man. So easy. Like, you just call, they're friendly, they just just place an order and take our money. That's how I like it. Not like, well, we got to do a background check. We got to, and their prices are so good. At least I got to verify a little bit more. I'll have a little more detail on it. The prices are so good that I keep thinking we might get some of those, because they're good. They're good. We might, might change things up a little bit. I guess I'll stay tuned. I don't know exactly yet. Like I said, I'm kind of sick. Too much cough syrup. Just like the garage door. I love it, Tony. Garage doors up and down. Went to Silver Spring today. Didn't have nothing going on now. He says, a fucking guy says all kinds of shit. Oh, man. It sure is. It's always how it goes, man. But like with Rusty, heck, man, like I said, if you got that miles of capture it, because it might not be there. And tomorrow, I know how that goes. If tomorrow's booked and you got time today, then why not? Why not just do it? You know what I mean? Just get her done. Get her done. It is funny how it goes up and down, though, with the old business. I always have a problem losing my keys, so I always got a big old clip for it. Otherwise, like I said, guys, I probably won't stand here too long. It's pretty nice out, so I gotta rest up a little bit because I'm beat. For some reason, like I just got this thing, it's fog in my brain. But at least I wanted to let Rich know that I have contacted his company, and they are nice people, and hopefully we can do some business, and hopefully some better quality. Right? It's gonna be a learning curve, but I did like the fact when I talked to him, I said $75. And I said, is that per door? That's per truck. And I thought, wow, so you can put as much on there as the truck you want, and they're just gonna charge you $75. I said, that's pretty fair, especially if they're coming a little out of their ways, and they were able to whip out a price sheet, so that was nice. So we'll see how it goes. We'll have to stay tuned. All that good stuff. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening. Let me know if somebody rattles my cage. We'll probably still post it. We got one tomorrow. Got a video, I edited it. It's going to be the side mount, so you have to stay tuned. The best side mount opener, in my opinion. So you have to stay tuned for that. Because, you guys will see. You'll see how it goes. But I think it's a good option. That was another one by Rich. So he told me, he led me off to the bracket, so I appreciate that. What's it saying, Tony? Oh, for the $75? Is that what we're talking about? $75 no holla? It's a good deal. I guess Safeway has had problems. They're charging just an astronomical. It was almost like, I thought I heard rumors of like $200 on a door for delivery, and so yet, like I said, this is just entertainment purposes only. I can't say for sure, but what it is that it sounds like the Safeway guy's been around, the rep, and they've been pushing, right? But it's like we just you can't add on $200. That's just getting us out of the ballpark, man. Just ain't working. Something 825. I was looking at, see, this thing's already inspected and everything, so that's what's nice. This thing's all OSHA compliant already. You don't have to worry about it. You know, if it breaks down, that's their problem, man. You just use it. For like $400 a month. Damn, it even comes with a fire extinguisher? I guess I didn't notice that up there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I know, $75. Heck, I can't do that. Like I said, and I don't know how. Like I said, you know, it's one of those things. And plus, we'll have to see how they're shipping. Hopefully, they communicate good, because that is always kind of a pain. Because I'm kind of weird about that, right, for myself, where I'm like, when I listen to some of you guys, you know, and I know some of you guys are picking up your stuff, and then I go, that's freaking insane. I go, I go, nope. Seems like I've been there, done that, and I know everything's a different level. So it's like I'm not trying to, like, I used to do it too, you know what I mean? It's like, and I still can do certain things if it's a hot order or something. That's how life is. That's how business is. But every time I think about trying to go out and get stuff, I go, hell no. I go, that's more, you know, especially, you know how it is, right? When you hit the traffic jams, or you got to go there. When you think about it, you know, and it can be a double-edged sword, right? It can be a double-edged sword, because now the problem is, like, for us, we used to be gifted so much with WD used to come every Thursday, always right about 7-8 o'clock in the morning. And that was perfect, because we had most of the guys here, everybody's fresh, so unloading the truck was great. And then when we started, you know, when we were doing lows, we had AMAR stuff. I mean, they don't call, they just show up, they give us like a 20-30 minute heads up, and it's like, oh, it's like somebody has to leave a job, so that's a real pain in the hiney. But when I think about it, you know, to have stuff delivered, I just think about all the time, you know, like I think the one time I explained it, like the truck driver, he's like, down the road, he's like, I ran into there was a bad accident, I was sitting in the line or whatever for 30 minutes. I'm like, all right, well, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. I was sitting here, I was doing another estimate. I'm so glad that was you sitting and not me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm glad somebody didn't rear end me. I'm glad somebody wasn't texting and driving and bumped in my bumper, and I had, you know, they want to call the police. I don't want to call the police. There's no damage, but they want to report, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. Like I said, out there, that's the jungle, baby. It's right behind me, that road. That's the jungle. We got some cones that are hit. We got construction going on right now. It's a nightmare around our town in this particular area. Everything's construction right now. It's like, should you be happy or should you be disgusted that it's like, holy cow, they're doing it on all the major roads crossing town. So it's like you just it's a war zone. Ooh, Tony took down some green springs today. Love it. Well, they don't get a call back, or don't get called back. Nice. Kevin says, we're 35 minutes away from Safeway. He says we pick up when we need cheap door quick. Nice. That's cool. Over in Columbia City, Kevin. Now we pick up right from factory, Warsaw. The old Safeway. I never really had no problem with Safeway. They're okay. Like I said, the only thing that got me a little bit, which I kind of liked it, but I didn't like it, is their backside when you did steel. It always like had the hump where the gusset is, but I like the fact that there's a gusset there. But I think their R value is kind of low. But I've never been a big you know, who cares? I don't, you know, door's a door. A door leaks more than probably our value, you know. So to me, it's always more, you know, it's kind of like these front glass doors, you know. They're insulated windows, but the whole frame is non-insulated. It's like, or there's not really good seals around the sides. Columbia City Safely Garage Door Company, not the manufacturer, says you're pretty damn close to me. Yeah, about 50 minutes from Fort Wayne. Well, that's not too far. What company come in? What's your company name? All that good stuff. Company? I thought I heard company, but maybe not. No, no company. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Safeway. Like I said, you know, we had a sales guy, Roger. He was a cool dude. I liked him. I respected him. But then we got like a new salesperson, and it's like their shipping went out of control, and we've told them that too, and it's like they don't understand. Where it's like, look, your prices aren't cheap enough to combat the shipping. You know, it doesn't make sense. Here's something over there making some ruckus. Sure somebody's not breaking and entering at the neighbors or something like that. Oh, what a nice day out though. Nah, not much going on. Not much at all. I'm just an employee, so that's been doing this for a long time. Club Door is the name. Kevin's one of the smart ones. You don't want to get all the gray hairs and the stress. It's like I met one of my buddies was at the funeral. Told him, I said, damn dude, I said, you're looking good. He goes, I said, you don't look like you've aged at all. He goes, I just thought it was funny. He told me, he goes, that's because I don't run a damn business. And I said, oh man. I said, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't argue with that. I said, you know, business is very ups and downs, you know, and I got 6 of them. So it's like, that's a lot of work, you know. Long time. It's all good. It's all good. It's fun, right? You got to make that active money. That money. Do your thing. Oh. All right, I better get on the phone. I gotta make a phone call this evening before I forget. Since we're climbing up there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry I'm under the weather a little bit. I'm sorry the scrap hopper was empty, but I'm excited for the new vendor. Let's hope, and we'll see how things turn out. See if it works out, and we'll just kind of go from there. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing good. Hopefully, you know. Keep it going. I know it's a little bit of turmoil out there. Like I said, it's a roller coaster. So we'll just gotta hang on tight, right? And try to enjoy the ride. See you guys. Stay safe out there. Keep your fingers too. See you later. Adios, amigo. If this thing shuts off, maybe.